my mic working? Let's see here. Where is my mic? Here we are. There we go. There we go. There we go. You know, see, I always got to check this because this would be the first thing that will malfunction. Let's see. While I'm waiting for everybody to come in, I am going to change my lighting and set some mood. All right, hopefully this doesn't look too blue and washed out. No, I think that should be fine. I think that should be fine. It's not blurring the cards too much, right? That should be fine. All right. Hello everyone. Sorry for the delay. As I said earlier in my community post, I had, of course, a system update on my computer and it delayed everything because, you know, it takes forever for it to do its thing. But I'm not going to be worried about that. We are here and you see the title, you see the thumbnail. You know, today we are going to be doing a reading on whether or not there are aliens in our ocean. I believe this came up because of the Congress hearing that happened. Was that earlier this week or last week, in regards to some officials actually coming out on record and stating that they have found some. So some people are skeptical and whether or not there is any substance to this. So I figured, why not do a reading on it? It was also in a poll that I did because I seen a couple of people requesting this. So I figured, why not add it to the poll and see what we get? It would be a pretty interesting thing to do. So with all of that being said, make sure to hit that thumbs up, okay? So we can get in the algorithm. Make sure to share this with some of your other friends and family members who will be interested in a reading like this. And make sure to subscribe, okay? Hit that subscribe button, because I have like 90% of viewers who watch my videos, but then they aren't subscribed, and it will really help me out. With all of that being said, I do have a few disclaimers to issue. One of the big glaring ones you will see along the bottom of the screen here, which say that all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not take anything I say as the end all be all. I am an intuitive reader. I am picking up on energies. I am trying to translate and interpret certain images, taste, sounds, whatever the case may be, to get a conclusive message to you all. So if something I say resonate, great. If it's something that doesn't resonate with you, leave it. You know, no hard feelings. And if everything I'm saying sounds like hoopla to you, or you don't like tarot, or this goes against your religion, your beliefs, here's your moment in time to click off. No hard feelings. Find something else on YouTube that better suits you and your spirit. With the rest of us, we are going to continue forward, noting that tarot should not be used for any medical, financial, or legal matters. They can be used for a great guide or a place to start, but you should still consult with those experts in those particular industries, or in all things, because what's the greatest power that you have, the greatest tool that you have in your arsenal as a human being? The power of discernment. So with that being said, let's move forward. So I don't know how long this is going to be. I usually try to do an energy reading at the beginning and let the reading take me from there. So depending on what I get is what I get. Yeah, I can't make any promises because I'm getting this from the cards, okay? So let's see. Is there any alien life forms or energies in the Earth's oceans? That was a whole book, and we're not going to count that. We're going to just break that back up in here to where they are all shuffled in. So we have the first one here. We have the Hanged Man. And oh, these two come up back to back. Ace of Cups and the and the Nine of Coins. Let's see, I feel like one more wants to come. Yep, there we go. And then the Ace of Wands. So we move these over here so they're all on the screen. And we have the Seven of Coins underneath. So you can see that. Let me hold that up for you. We also have the Queen of Wands. And this gives me the Magician. So I'll say what I first got with the Hanged Man, because usually this is like looking at things from a different perspective. And I wonder if it's the choice of words that I use to kind of get this information, but it almost makes me feel like, you ever seen that movie Alien? Is the main premises of that one, was it Prometheus? Because I know they were out of order when they recorded it, and it's like were the aliens after humans, or were the humans before the aliens, or something like that? Or did they evolve and somehow humans were a part of it? It's kind of like, well, what do you mean by aliens? Are they really aliens, or are you the aliens? What would you kind of clarify as aliens? With the Hanged Man here, it's kind of like posing a question. It's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. And then I think that's why the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, is like coming up in reverse. It's kind of like the way we view or talk about aliens is, or maybe the imagery, the picture that we have in our head about aliens, is kind of like distorted in some sense of way. And I don't know why I'm getting something about, if the aliens are in the ocean, it kind of feels like maybe there's a, okay, this is gonna sound crazy. If there's like a portal to see aliens, there's a way, like, if there's not aliens on the ocean floor or in the oceans, maybe there's some kind of way that will lead us to like communicate with them, or like meet them or something like that. Okay, this is weird. Okay, let's see. Because the Ace of Cups, even though it's a water thing, and it speaks to like new beginnings and the start of like emotional kind of things like that, it's coming up in reverse, like there's a lack thereof, but maybe there's a trail there. And the Nine of Cups is usually like the independence card. I mean, the Nine of Coins is usually like the independence card for me, but with it coming up in reverse, it's kind of like, maybe you were never alone, or maybe it's the start of getting to something to where you can connect or like go back to, or it's like you going back to the beginning of something, especially with the Ace of Wands coming here at the end. I don't know if I'm making sense, but we're going to pull more cards here. Oh, and you know something else? I don't know how many of you are familiar with like yoga, or if you do yoga, and I don't know what this actual hand gesture and stuff is called, but I know in one yoga class they had us do this, and it's supposed to be kind of like it is something for like I'm just gonna say women, females, to kind of like, hey, this is how you can kind of reset yourself, because you know you hold so much trauma, they say, in your hips and etc. like that, and you know therefore there's also things in trauma that you can hold within, you know, your womanly organs and stuff like that, and this is one way to kind of help reset that, or call call in energy to those spaces. And so this also makes me think of like going back to the start of something, like opening yourself up to something, a certain energy that you're calling in. Let's see if I get more. Okay, I just started shuffling, and you know how they always say jellyfish are what if jellyfish are aliens, and this is what flipped over, intentions. I'm gonna flip that back over, and I'm gonna shuffle again to see if they're supposed to come out, but I just find that hilarious. Okay, what is this? Courage. Courage. Okay. Disguised. Mm-hmm. Okay, I had a couple cards flip over here. I'm only going to need one. I have victory. I have consume with the vulture here. I have hunt, love. What is this one? Deal. Anything else flipped over? That was it. All of those at the end. Oh, I also have energy and transform. But I'm going to mix these back up in here like so. And we're going to try to do this again. Okay, so transform is definitely coming out here, but it's in reverse. This makes me think evolution. Evolution is the word that's coming to mind. And what do we have here for the Ace of Wands? Grow, but that's also coming up in reverse. Anything flipped over? Yep, I figured. Mystery. So I'm not meant to know, or I'm not meant to tell you anything about it. Mystery. And what's the underlying cards here? We have provide, we have play, and then we have rebirth. Provide, play, rebirth. And what did I get under the bottom? The Queen of Wands, the Magician, and the Seven of Coins. Yeah, this courage with the Hangman is just like, it's something that's going to challenge our belief or knowledge or worldview when it comes to what aliens are or alien technology, if viewing ourselves as aliens or not, or like how we, or what's like the timeline, because again with this transform card here coming up makes me think of transformation. So I wonder if it's going to be like something that's going to, I don't know, set back the human timeline. So it's going to be a lot more missing pieces in between. Like, no, it is not just coming from basically, like, it's going back to the thing of like, yes, you all know, or you believe that you all come from, or you had some ancestor that derived from the ocean, and you never kind of like figured out where and why and how they evolved on land. And it's because it may be pointing to something with this. So is there aliens or not? Like, the sky is here. Like, would you count yourself as alien? Would you really say that they're in the oceans, that they're already here? They have evolved, supposedly evolved. It's kind of like you're finding the missing link. Oh, I kind of overlooked that growth. How the tail is kind of severed with the, what they call this? Is it the, don't give me the lion. I want to say it's something like the tricelisk or something like that, I think it's called. If I just butchered that, I'm so sorry. But it makes me feel like the missing piece. And those kind of look like organisms on the lizards and stuff too. Okay, let's see. What else? What else am I going to get here? I definitely think if there isn't aliens on the ocean floor, I think it's something more so just pointing to maybe our evolution or involvement with aliens or alien tech, and it's going to challenge the way we maybe see ourselves in society and such, at the least, which I wouldn't find too hard to wrap my mind around. I know how that would probably blow the mind of some people. But yeah. I have a bunch of them to try to stick out. Okay, where are you trying to flip over? Okay, so we have grounded. What other key components here? And then we have exuberance. I feel like I gotta sneeze. And what is this I want to flip over? Stillness. Underneath here we have adventure. We have chaos. And then we also have activation. I'm not sure why the stillness would come up here, but the cards underneath, along with like this exuberance and grounded, again, it just made it, to me, it feels more so like, I don't know, maybe receiving knowledge of some sort, like being informed of something, discovering, yeah, that's the word I want to use, like discovering something new. Again, in the human line of like evolution. But I think if there is something that arises from that, I think it makes sense for it to be on the ocean floor, or at least some evidence of it. I don't think it's going to be like the complete story, obviously, because the earth has changed so much, but I think it's something that kind of points there that will probably inform us. And maybe it will shed some light on us as a species itself, like, because I keep getting something about a cycle. Like, it makes me feel like we have been stuck in a cycle, and it's something like we're doomed to repeat, because we always kind of like get to this peak and then everything like falls off. It's like you're doomed to keep repeating it because you keep forgetting. Like, this is a point to like aliens to me. It's more so like reincarnation almost. let's see here is what I'm getting, what energy I'm tapped into is pointing to here. Let's see. How do I want to phrase this question? Okay, let's see. Do humans evolve from aliens? Let's see. Spin to that. Okay, so we have the tower here. Okay, that was way too many. I do see this card sticking out here to the side, so I am going to pull that one. Only reason I'm not counting this, that was the cards I just put in my hand. We have the Three of Wands. And I have so many that flipped over. Okay, so let me move these, see if I can fit these all on the screen for you. So the Tower, the Three of Wands, Temperance, we have the Emperor, we have the High Priestess, and the Ten of Wands. The way I'll fit? Yes. Okay. Let's see here. Remember I was saying I was getting something about a cycle of like rebirth or like reincarnation? Again, again, granted, the Tower could mean no, like, and this is going into like this is somewhere else you need to look. But if what I'm picking up on energetically from these cards and not taking them at face value, it feels like, again, humans, or at least what you have involved into today, you all have, you get to some peak or some crux in like your evolution, and then crisis hit and you have to kind of pull yourself back out of it. Temperance kind of bring along, Judgment would be more on point for me, but I like it that it's the Buddha, because you know Buddhism believes in reincarnations and things here. So the Temperance card coming up here will kind of explain you have to pay back into, you have to kind of go back into the evolution of life. You build yourselves back up, you take charge, you find a new place to live or whatever. But you are reborn with not knowing. You forget the past here. And it's kind of like you're doomed to repeat the cycle again because you keep forgetting. It's a crucial piece that you keep overlooking, or you're not carrying with you. And then with the King of Swords here, you have the Six of Coins and then the Eight of Swords. Not sure why the King of Swords is popping up here. The Six of Coins in this particular deck makes me think of like community in some kind of way. And then of course, typically the Eight of Swords mean like a trap or a failure of your own creation or own making. But you also are born with the way, the knowledge out, but you can't see your way out because you're too busy. Yes, honey. Because you're too busy being blinded by maybe what you want to see or something like that. Let's see. No, let's do these cards. Picked up the wrong ones. Okay, this one wants to come out. There goes that intention again with the jellyfish. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so I'm keeping it like this because I want to point these cards out. Okay, so we have defend here. We have protect. Hunts, that came up last time. Energy came up last time too. And then I had these two here, family and fear. Is fear keeping us from evolving? Fear, family, energy, hunt. Hunt makes me feel like on the search, like you're looking for something. Protect and defend. What are we protecting or defending? Okay, let me flip these back in here. Let me not get in the weeds about that, because I'll be trying to divine off of that. Okay, we have create. So I might have fudged this. I might have sold this reading because I had a thought appear in my mind with when the create card came out, just to be honest. And it was dealing with, I was thinking about what I wanted to ask next in regard to whether aliens created humans, and this came out in reverse. So I'm gonna read this as if I'm gonna give myself some leeway here just in case I fudge this for real, in regards to whether this could go two ways. Either it's like a thing of no, we weren't created by aliens, we are actually the evolution of it, or again it could be reading of like you are not naturally derived from aliens or something like that. Again, to me, this feels more so along the lines of like maybe reincarnation again with the memory here. Communicate intentions. I'm gonna take that back. If you all, okay, and the eye cards don't show up in lives, but if you all haven't seen my readings on the Anunnaki, I'm gonna put that info card here, because what I got with the intentions and then looking at the Tower and the Three of Wands, I wonder if there was something of like maybe we were created with a bit of maybe another alien species or something like that, and or alien species allegedly, for maybe the wrong intentions, and maybe that's why, and maybe that's kind of like what the evidence is, or that's part of the alien energy that may be located on the oceans, etc., like that. But that's kind of like the first thing that came to mind for me. And if anybody believe the Anunnaki story, you'll probably like that reading, and I will also assume if you're watching this, you're into the Anunnaki, so you should watch that one. Communicate. I'm just getting with the communicate, it's kind of like, oh, you notice this, both of these have the circles on it too. Communicate, like the echo circles. Isn't that in Buddhism too? It's kind of like you evolve through certain stratospheres or atmospheres or something like that, depending on where you are vibrationally. But again, it also makes me think of like something somewhere along the lines is not being, is the line of communication is being cut. I don't know what this is. This energy is not picking up on, because this feels like this has taken me off track from aliens in the ocean. And again, something about you are not recollecting, you are not recalling, you are not passing down something that you maybe intuitively need to know. Like you're intuitively dim, dumb, in the dark, not understanding, you're not carrying on, you're not tapping into. What is this? I honestly don't even feel like I'm picking up on what I came into this reading for, but maybe that's the reason why. I'm just going to go along with this and I'm just going to try my best because I'm not sure I'm even on the same line here. I think I'm on a different ley line. Let's see. And I am like sweating right now. I don't know. Woo. Okay, what is this? What is this? I had 2 cards that fell on the floor. Wow, I almost went a whole reading without anything falling. Serves me right. The exuberance card comes out again. Will they find something close to Paris? Because this is an image of the Roaring 20s in Paris. Allegedly, I don't know. Then we also have flexibility here. Southeast Asia. And then I have growth here, dealing with the Amazon rainforest. And I'm just going to flip these upright because, yeah, it's not like they're actually reverse cards, they're oracles. So, bamboo force, flexibility, growth, and exuberance. I don't know if this is pointing to, this is where some of the information could be pointing to. Asia, Paris, and Brazil. Growth, flexibility, and exuberance. The flexibility do say prehistoric bamboo forest, though. Okay. Yep, nope. I'm gonna keep that to myself because that just sounds too out there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean towards the thing of like these are some of the areas that you probably need to look closer to, or some lines will start to connect. Like you'll start to see some things start to be like, oh, like I feel like that's more so what these are pointing to. Yeah, this feels more like ancestral, or again, like this is going down the lines of, at least with the energy that I'm tapped into, or this is going down the lines of reincarnation. I'm gonna look and see if maybe aliens were recreated by the aliens in the ocean. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know what this energy that I'm tapped into, but I'm just gonna go with it. Maybe I have to do a follow-up on this one. Okay, what is these? All right, 3 roll out really quick. Ace of coins, 4 of coins, and 4 of cups. This is a very stingy spirit or energy. I don't know what this is. The question I was asking is if maybe the supposed aliens in the oceans created us. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm getting some stinginess here. What is it with all the fours? The Four of Coins, the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords. What is... The Ace of Coins is usually like the start of something materialistic, time, energy, money, partnerships, things like that. Then you have the Four of Coins coming up in reverse, and usually this is like the miser card for me. Someone who is very bully about their money. They know where every little red cent goes to. The Four of Cups is very apathetic. Like, I don't really care what's going on with you all as long as things in my kingdom and such is going right. You have the Four of Swords coming up here. And this is usually like... How can I explain the Four of Swords? It's usually like you need to rest because you just came out of a heartbreak and things are about to ramp up for you. So you need to get your ducks in a row before you plan out and move things forward. It's a much needed like mental break. And then with the Lovers and the Hierophant coming up underneath. Is this speaking to like a union? The Lovers are married by the Hierophant in the typical RWS. The Lovers and then the Hierophant. Was it a bad split of some kind? A renege on a deal? What else comes up underneath here? Hold on. The Hermit, hiding away, pushed out. And then we also have the Chariot. And notice what comes up on the Chariot. It's kind of give you Neptune, even though I want to say this is more so based on looking at the boat, is more so based on oh my god, I'm really forgetting their names. The Vikings. Yes, I knew I was gonna get it. And the Sun in reverse. Yes, please shed some more light on this. Okay, what is balance is what flipped over, but okay, and we have instinct. We have strength. Let's see, what's this one? Power. Okay, I think I'm honing in on something with this. It's kind of crazy. I'm getting this for the... Oh, and look what comes up. Okay, I'm gonna pull this one out too because they kind of back up what I was saying earlier. Oops, I didn't mean for that to flip. I was looking at the rest of the cards underneath here. And also with that one, yeah, they do. So these are the first three on the bottom, but I'm gonna get to those in a minute. Okay, so what I'm picking up on here is no, I don't think we I think if there is anything with alien life forms on the ocean, we may share a common ancestor, or maybe at some point we even shared space with. That sounds weird. Spaces in like we probably work together, not spaces in oh we both were on Earth at the same time, but spaces in maybe we our civilizations probably were in connection and stuff with each other. But I think even if now, if there is still some kind of relationship there, I think it's a very tenuous one at best, because I don't know, it makes me feel like something along the way was broken, or something was not being upheld. Maybe agreement was made out of a power imbalance. And so it's almost like biding our time until things are able to be a certain way. And the reason why I believe that even more so, because I have collaborate here in reverse. I also have patience in the upright, and then consume in reverse. It feels like a pact among villains. I don't know how I was explaining. A pact among villains, amongst backstabbers. I don't really trust you, but I do trust that you're my best option that I have in order to get to a certain point that I'm trying to reach. I don't really care for you. I think you all are, I don't want to say that. I don't think they have a very high opinion. If this is what I'm getting here, they don't have a very high opinion of us, and maybe us, neither them. And so it's a very tenuous relationship at best, if there is one, until a certain agreement is met. I don't know. Okay, again, I'm just trying to relay what I'm getting, because I'm not really understanding this. I'm probably going to end up having to watch this video back to understand even more. Yeah, look at this leadership. I find it funny Egypt pops up. All right, come on now. Everything wants to drop on the floor now. Reflection, Mount Shasta, California. Don't they say something about Mount Shasta being a alien vocal point too? Or am I getting it confused with another mountain range in California? Okay, and what's this last one here? And then we have the Ganges River in India dealing with purification. Another card about France here with the Strength card. Strength came up earlier. What is it with this? You see what came up? Now look at these next two. The next card is going to come up as well. So you see that it says Atlantis, right? It is coming up in reverse. However, it could just be the way I mix my cards and stuff like that. Or it could be like, again, going back to the beginning of this reading where I stated your understanding of what aliens and stuff are will probably change, and what that means for like humankind or whatnot. But then also look at the next card. Machu Picchu, Peru, in case anybody's having trouble reading it upside down. And these two, I know several people talk about these being like, they're like heavy in alien lore. All the time people use them. Then we have something about protection with the Cave of Hands in Argentina is the other card here that's coming up in reverse. You know, I just thought about that. Atlantis did come up in reverse. I wonder if there was a thing about a battle or something of some sort. Because I know that's one belief or a theory some people have. Where like, yeah, at some point, not aliens. Well, yeah, aliens and humans had got into some big squabble, and a lot of people think Atlantis was created by aliens, and then for whatever reason they lost to some kind of intergalactic battle or whatever, and that's what led to this. And then they had to restart and formed all these different pockets of humanity or humankind around the world. You know, a lot of people, we also weave that in with the whole is that, yeah, Noah in the Bible with the ark and stuff. I know that is a big theory some people believe. I'm not going to say that that's true, but from what I'm getting on these cards, I wonder if there's something, maybe some sense of truth to it again, because what I was saying earlier feels like there's a tenuous agreement at best, if it is, or at least it used to be, with this particular alien energy that I'm picking up on. And it's just kind of like biting, they're kind of like biding their time, or waiting for us to kind of fulfill our end of the agreement so they can receive what they needed or something like that. I wonder why this strength card keeps coming up though, because I done got strength a couple times throughout this reading. And this particular portion though is making me think of like oppression. But again, it does show a battle one here. Somebody won the battle, maybe. That's what it could be alluding to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I provided you guys with any answers based on this energy that I'm getting here. I think I was tapping into something more so dealing with like reincarnation and stuff at one point, and then with this it's kind of like whatever energy this is dealing with the ocean or whatever agreement we had or whatever with, even if it's not aliens, maybe it was something else, maybe it could be with the earth or whatever. Again, I don't know exactly what this energy is that I'm tapping into. It could have just been something of like, you had an agreement, we had a deal, I was waiting for things to be fulfilled, I was waiting for you to fulfill your end of the bargain. I didn't have the best or the highest of hopes, but I figured it was the best option I had at the time. But maybe also knowing how humans, I don't know if it's something dealing with like how short-lived we are, how forgetful, um, how, I would just say domineering, to be nice, domineering humans can kind of be sometimes. That, or at least we have evolved to be. Um, it's kind of like we know we can only trust you so far. Again, some of this I feel like I spoke on in my previous reading with the Anunnaki. And if you're somebody who's like really big into like alien conspiracies and stuff like that, some of this may make sense to you and you probably can give me a bit more information. But I'll definitely tag that here later, because of course I can't do it now in the live, but I think you all should probably watch that. It's two parts to that one, just to let you know. You might want to see that one too, because I feel like that's a bit of what I was picking up in there too. I might have to do a second part to this because I'm not happy with the non-answers I was getting in this, but I tried my best. With that being said, again, follow me, make sure to subscribe, because I more than likely will end up doing a follow-up reading to this because I'm not happy with this reading right now. If you did like this reading, or if it did point out something to you, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Share this to some of your other alien conspiracists out there, conspiracists, or your alien astronaut theorists out there, so they may like it. Maybe they can give some more insight, or they'll see something in here that was not clear to me, but may make sense to them. And with all of that being said, share some of your conspiracies down in the comment section below so we can discuss. With all of that being said, I wish you all a great night or day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.